Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be telling you some interesting things about Brazilian culture. If you guys did not know, because you are unfamiliar with my channel, I am half Brazilian. I am a Brazilian citizen and half of my family, my extended family, lives in Brazil currently, and I go back every other year to visit them, visit my grandparents, visit my cousins, etc, etc. So I am Brazilian, but I guess I'm not that Brazilian because I don't live there, but I've been there a lot and I grew up going there pretty often. So I'm just gonna share some interesting things about our culture. And if there are any Brazilians watching, feel free to call me out if I mess this up. I'm just gonna talk about things that I know are true from where I am from in Brazil, and you might find them interesting, or you might find them really silly, which is fine because everyone finds things silly about everyone's culture, including here. So, you know, it's all good. In Brazil, something that might shock Americans is kids drink coffee. I remember growing up, my mom always used to give my younger brother coffee. I didn't start liking coffee till I was like 13 or something like that. But my brother would drink coffee when he was like 5 or 6 or whatever. I don't know, really young. And all the Americans that my mom knew would be like, oh my gosh, you give your son coffee? That has so much caffeine. And she was like, oh my gosh, you give your kids soda? That has caffeine and actual poison for your children. Like, listen, if you think it's bad to give kids coffee, but then you give them soda, like, that's way worse for them than coffee. I realize it has less caffeine, but it has a bunch of other chemicals that are like destroying their insides. So just chill. But yes, in Brazil, it's pretty normal to give kids coffee. We love coffee, which leads me to my next point. Brazil loves coffee. It's a really big part of our culture. Everyone drinks coffee. It's kind of like how we know the British for drinking tea. I'm not British, so I don't want to stereotype, but that is a stereotype that we have. That's how Brazilians are for coffee. They're the second biggest consumers of coffee, but per person. Like per population, they're the second biggest consumer of coffee in the world after Finland. I know a lot of Americans think it's gonna be you, but I'm pretty sure you're not even on the top 10 list. It's just the difference between like Brazilians drinking coffee and Americans drinking coffee is here people will talk about how much they love their coffee, whereas in Brazil it's like nobody talks about it. It's just like breathing air. It's kind of like drinking water. Like people here aren't like, oh my gosh, I love water so much. Or maybe people are, I don't know. But in Brazil, like nobody really talks about how much they love coffee because it's just assumed that everyone loves coffee. You just have it together as a family in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. I can't do it. I can't keep up. I can't drink caffeine. It makes me feel like really anxious and like I'm gonna die and have a heart attack. So I'm a horrible Brazilian. Like I said, I'm only half Brazilian and I don't even live there. So I don't drink coffee, but every Brazilian I know is like obsessed with coffee and I'm like, goodness gracious. To continue on the subject of like they don't really talk about it, like it's just like assume that you like it. Coffee is part of the culture, but it's like different than it's part of the culture in the United States. It's just so unique, I think, or I don't know if it's unique or if other countries in Latin America do it. This, I don't know if it's just my region or if it's the whole country, but we don't really do dinner that much. Like you'll have a snack in the afternoon, maybe, cafezinho with coffee. Cafezinho is what it's called. And you'll have like a sandwich or something like that, or like fruit or whatever. Then you don't really have dinner unless like you haven't eaten all day, then you'll have dinner. But the big meal of the day for us in Brazil is lunch. And that is when the whole family comes together. If you work, you go home for lunch because I think you get like a 2-hour break, and then you eat lunch with your family and then you go back to work because lunch is truly like the big meal. And then we don't really do dinner. I don't know what it is. Like we'll do a big breakfast and a big lunch and then like not the biggest dinner. And I don't know if that's just my area or if that's just like my friends and family, my family and like our friends as well do that. So I don't know if that's the whole country or if that's just where I'm from. But yeah, different than here because here normally dinner is the big meal, or at least so I've been told. I don't know. Mine has always been lunch, but I've heard that here it's dinner. Another thing is, in Brazil, if you go to a restaurant, everybody uses a toothpick after their meal, and they always cover their mouth like this and then like pick it out because doing it like this is considered rude. Just fun fact. Another difference in culture is that Brazilians do not blow their nose in public. It's like the same as like farting in public. Blowing your nose, farting, like same level. And so you would never blow your nose in public. Like sometimes at work people will be like, and I'm like, Mom, I want to go home, please. But it's like not a thing in Brazil. Even if you're in the bathroom and you're like in the mirror and somebody comes next to you, you wouldn't blow your nose. Like, would you fart that loud next to someone in the bathroom? Like face to face, not on the toilet, like in the mirror at the sinks. Would you, like in a communal bathroom, would you like fart super loud in front of a stranger? Probably not. So like you wouldn't blow your nose either. I always go like into the stall to blow my nose because I just think it's gross, and it is gross. And in Brazilian culture, like you don't do it in public, but people here do it in public, and I'm just like, okay, it's a difference in culture, it's a difference in culture, it's fine, but it low-key grosses me out. Another thing is Brazilians are very clean people. They shower a lot and they brush their teeth a lot. If you go to a job where people will eat at work, which where I'm from, it isn't that common because I'm from a small town, but maybe in like São Paulo or Rio de Janeiro, it's like that, then people will take their toothbrushes to work and brush their teeth at lunch. And sometimes we'll go to restaurants, Brazilian restaurants in the US, and you go to the bathroom and everyone's brushing their teeth because they're just very clean people. And it's normal for you to shower at least twice a day. Morning and night, shower twice a day. That's just the way it is. And usually you shower more than that. And to everyone who's like, that's water wasting, we take very fast showers in Brazil. Showers in the United States are really designed for you to stand in there and like soak in the warm water and like have your peace. That's not how it's designed in Brazil. It's like way lower water pressure, lukewarm to cold water. So it's not designed for you to just sit in there and waste the water. You go in there and you shower and you're done. When I was in Brazil, I took like 5-minute showers, and if I washed my hair, they were like maybe 10 minutes. Like really fast showers, because they're not designed for you to want to stay in there that long. Like the water pressure isn't that great. The water is like kind of cold, so you're just like, I'm literally in here to clean myself and get out. And then I took multiple showers a day because I was taking like, I don't know, 4-minute showers. Actually, to everyone who thinks that I'm being sarcastic, no, that's actually how long the showers were, because I would look at my phone beforehand and I would get out and I would shower, and then I'd get out of the shower and it would literally be 4 or 5 minutes. Like it would be so short. Also, I grew up in Kenya where we had water conservation and people would stand outside the shower with a 3-minute timer, and you better finish showering in 3 minutes. And if you had to wash your hair, you had to turn the water off and they would stop the timer. Lather your hair, turn it on, turn it off. So like I know how to take a 3-minute shower. So I don't want anyone in the comments to think that I'm like lying, because I'm not. I take very fast showers in Africa and in Brazil, but this is about Brazil, so let's focus on that. Right now, that's all I have. I don't know if anyone finds these videos interesting, but let me know in the comments, as I'm sure you will. Yeah, that's what I have about Brazil so far. I hope you like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, bye.